Hi, it's just Dina. I wanted to share a little story with you, an analogy with you. Do you know your life can change in an instant, in a heartbeat, overnight? It can change. Back in 97, I attempted suicide and I was in the hospital for 6-7 weeks. And the entire time I was in the hospital, I was still suicidal. I was like, I don't want to live anymore. You don't get this. Like, it's not like I was on suicide watch or anything like that, but I just wasn't happy. I just did not want to live in this world anymore. And so my best thought was just to, check out. And one night, after, counseling and all this rigorous stuff, because back in 97 in the psych wards, you couldn't just check yourself out. You had to be there until the judge or somebody let you out. So I was going through all of these different classes and courses and psychology, talking with counselors and stuff. And one night I kind of came to my breaking point, and I just said, God, if you're real, show me that you love me. So that was a big struggle for me. It's like I did not feel love. And the next day, my life was different. Like, I woke up and it felt like the sun was bluer than it had ever been, or the sky was bluer than it had ever been. The weight on my shoulders was now gone. Everything was different. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Like, literally, I said this one little prayer and then went to sleep. Here's what changed. The lens in which I see the world. Have you ever been to an eye doctor and got your glasses? So, like, I've got bifocals now, right? I've been wearing glasses since 3rd grade. Have you ever gone to a doctor and got your eyes examined, and when your eyes are up to that thing, they flip it back between this lens or this lens, this lens or this lens, right? And they keep adjusting how you're seeing through the lenses, which lens you're looking through, to see which one is clearer for you. This is the thing that changed for me, was my lens in which I see the world. I, for a brief moment, thought that maybe if there's a God in the universe, maybe I could be loved. And I shifted a lens. I decided that maybe that's a possibility. If it's a possibility, just show me, right? That was the spark of awakening that I needed. That was the spark of something saying, okay, there is something more to this world. There's something more to this life. And in a heartbeat, my life changed. Like, we literally, within a month, we moved out of our house, moved our family up to Minnesota, and started on a completely radically different trajectory. Another suddenly moment, I've had a lot of them in my lifetime, but as I was contemplating this idea of the aspect that your lens is how you see the world, it's your paradigm of the world. I grew up in a very violent, unloving household. I did not know what love was. I knew what fear was. And I experienced a lot of fear. I was not able to come to grips with that until quite later in my life. And, my parents did what they could with what they had, because they grew up in a tremendous amount of fear as well. And we didn't have the help that we have nowadays. My kids have had a ton of opportunity for help. I've had a ton of opportunity for help that I've sought out on my own to find ways that actually were going to be quick and transformational. My daughter, 2019, she had a difficult time for a few years on being addicted to meth and heroin. And it was a very difficult time for her. But in 2020, we had a suddenly. The universe lined everything up so perfectly that she was able to stop her years of abuse and completely change directions. Now, if you would have asked me mid-2019 if that was going to be a possibility, I was thinking mid-2019. I don't think I really believed that I would ever maybe see her again. But suddenly can happen, my friends. Change the lens in which you view the world. The world can be far more benevolent than what we think it can be. We create that. If you look in a mirror, if I look in the mirror like this, and I expect the mirror to smile back at me, I have to smile first. When I smile, then the mirror smiles back at me. The mirror's not going to change until you change. My friend, the world is your mirror. Change you, and your world will change. Be the change. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Have a great day.